Okay. I'm gonna start the IG live. If you're there, please say hello in the chat box. Oops. Please say hello. Happy full moon. And then I'm going to turn this music off. And I'm going to actually put some of my information for any love donations that are all greatly appreciated for tonight's full moon in Pisces ceremony. We're just about to get started. I want to give some people time to join in. What's that other thing? Okay, Venmo and then PayPal. Retreats, fundswriting@gmail.com. Okay, all right, who is out there? Please say hello in the chat box, and then let me get my Instagram live going. Okay, so we're live on Instagram, we're live on YouTube. Hello, welcome, Satnam, happy full moon in Pisces. Blessings to everyone. Thank you for joining live, or if you're watching the replay. If you're here, say hello, give me a wave. If you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, shout out your name, where you're from, whatever. And if anything comes up during the ceremony, please feel free to share. So, while we're going to start, I'm going to give some astrological insights on this, my favorite sign. I'm quite biased because it's my sun sign, Pisces, and what a full moon in Pisces means, which is quite a bit, and how we can work with that energy and how that plays into the whole scope of, this year, and how this whole year has been a transformation for every single individual and for the whole collective. So I hope that you guys are here, comfortable, and enjoy this process. So let's just get started. Let's get into it. And then we'll end with a breath work meditation and a sound healing, of course, okay? So Pisces is the sign of the mystic, okay? And if anything we can take away from the events of this year with the COVID chrysalis, I like to call it, this pandemic that really gave us time to go inward, it's that the mystic is very much needed. The emphasis on our emotional and psychological health and our multidimensional reality is just as important as our physical bodies and material reality, okay? So it's essentially a balancing of the masculine and the wisdom of the feminine, right? And the wisdom of the nature of the feminine is very internal, it's very inward, and that's a lot of what Pisces is all about. So Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac. Hi, Jasmine. And what that means is, this is why Pisces is known as the mystic. It's it's as if the Piscean has gone through every previous sign, learned the lessons, and is now the crone, the wise woman or man, the mystic that has the insights into the multi-dimensional nature of reality. And so this is so, so important, and this will be invoked by this full moon. The archetype, the goddess of Pisces, is Hecate, and Hecate is the wise woman within each and every one of us, okay? So I actually have this picture here. So I hope that you guys can see that. Instagram and YouTube. I'm just gonna adjust my screen here so that I can handle both of these platforms at once. Okay, yeah. So this is, the crone version, all right? So crone is like the crown, the sort of the wise woman at the end of life that's just as important as the maiden and the mother and the daughter and the inner child. And that this wisdom is accessible within all of us. Here's another depiction of Hecate, and a little younger, but still invoking the mystic. So what does that mean for us? That means that heightened psychic awareness, heightened intuition. Neptune, which is the ruling planet of Pisces, is actually going to be direct with this full moon. And so our dreams right now are very significant. So if you've been having any vivid dreams recently, please raise your hand, put something in the chat box, because it helps us to not feel so alone. I know I've been having vivid dreams. Pay attention, because not always do we have this connection, this direct connection to our intuition, to messages in our dreams. And this full moon in Pisces is a time to go in between the worlds, to dive into the subconscious. Pisces rules the subconscious. And what's one of the best ways to do that is to go to sleep, take a nap, doze off, go into that theta wave brain state. And you might be wondering, how am I going to be able to do that with a full moon energy? A lot of people feel that during a full moon they cannot sleep. So we'll put that theory to the test today. Also, if you can sleep, again, note those dreams, write them down. Okay, this is great. This is important. And so, coming back to how Pisces is the final sign, it's that completion. It's the ending of a cycle, giving us the opportunity to reflect on whatever karmic wheel we've been on, right? So karma is the law of cause and effect in the universe, which affects us all. And so I know that, excuse me for a second, okay. I know because actually yesterday I got a lot of insights, epiphanies, right? If you'll notice some epiphanies during this time. I got a lot of epiphanies to the trajectory of the last 10 years for me. And that was quite insightful as to how this last decade has been such a rapid time of transformation, and how it continues to be, and then also the pitfalls and the blind spots of that time where I was making progress, but then the ego would get in the way, and that became so clear to me just yesterday. So if you find yourself reflecting on the past, on certain choices, thoughts, actions, then you're right in alignment with this full moon. And that gives us a chance to change that karmic wheel into an ascending spiral rather than a descending vicious cycle, just running on the hamster wheel. We can actually step back and choose a different timeline and choose which direction we want to go by diving into the subconscious and allowing those messages to come through. So let me come out here and make sure that things are okay. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys this. Check this out. This is so cool. Hopefully you can see that well. So this is exactly what it looks like. It is a birthing. This is what we've been going through this whole 2020. And the astrological event that really defines 2020 is the Saturn-Pluto conjunction that happened January 12th, okay? Saturn is the sign of the old father, the old paradigm, structure, finances, laws, authority, okay? And then Pluto is the planet of death, of rebirth. And so essentially all of our societal structures is going through this rebirth, and there's no rebirth without a death. Okay, and so that's why so much of what's happened this year has seemed so drastic, and also because we're birthing this new earth. And if anyone knows anything about pregnancy, pregnancy goes through many stages, and it's not always easy or pleasant. There's transformation, there's drastic changes in the body, in the mind, in the spirit, in this preparation, and we're all going through this together. And so when we're confronted with a crisis, we have the opportunity, there's this fork in the road, to either expand or to contract in fear, right? And you probably noticed energetically of the chakras that one has contracted in fear with the crisis, which is totally understandable and important to come into acceptance, but also where we can find that space to expand and find new opportunities and to bring in that new earth that's actually serving our highest good and letting go of the toxicity of the disempowered masculine, okay? I'll say that again. Letting go of the toxicity of the disempowered masculine. Now, that's not to say that the masculine energy is all bad. Actually, Hecate, which is this archetype that is invoked by the full moon in Pisces, of the crone, the inner wise woman, actually calls upon the empowered masculine, the heroes, to come forth, to come into their kingship, to come into their power, and new leadership that is infused with that wisdom of the feminine. So I got one more image for you, and that is this right here, which looks like a giant donut. Okay, so this giant donut is very significant. Besides looking very appetizing, maybe that's just me, but it's a vegan donut, I promise. So this right here is representative of the photon belt. Okay, so if you know anything about photonic energy, it's light. It's the light. It's the solar light, golden light of the sun. Okay, and then this solar system, Okay. All right, hopefully you can see. This is our solar system right here, the Milky Way, right? And then this is the larger solar system of which we are a part of, which is, so our planets are orbiting the sun. All of the planets are orbiting the central sun, known as Alcyon, okay? By the way, immense gratitude to my teacher, Tanishka, who has really received these messages in this year. It's given me this information. So, so that's Alcyon, the great central sun, all right? And we spiral around, okay? And then, so when our solar system and our Earth passes through this photonic belt, okay, this is the light zone. This is the golden age, okay? And I know that there's many different systems, and I myself I am more versed in the Vedic system of like the Satya Yuga and the Kali Yuga. Putting that aside just for now, okay? Because trust me, I know, I'm aware. Okay, when we are not in the photonic belt, we are in a period of time of 11,000 years of darkness, okay? When we pass through the photonic belt, okay, that is 2,000 years of light, essentially 2,000 years of the golden age. And, you know, the last time that we were in this photon belt was during the time of the Egyptians. And, you know, everything of theirs was gold and worshiping the sun. And, you know, it kind of makes sense, right? So, you know, there's a lot to say about this purging that's happening in this year and how that is preparing us to go into the prophesized age of Aquarius, okay? So, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Okay, so, yeah, I love Broadway, or I love certain Broadway. I love old school classic Broadway and only certain ones. So, if you want to talk to me about that, I can definitely talk to you for a long time about that, and we can sing songs together. It would be great. Just in case there's anybody out there. So back to this point. Okay, this is a possibility. And when I first heard this, I was like, wow, I really hope that's true, and it makes sense with all the craziness that's going on. So just putting that out there. This definitely, this I know we're birthing a new earth, right? And then this, it could be into this golden age where we're finally in tune with the laws of nature and respect one another, and fear and greed is put aside for the, you know, the strengths of Aquarius, which is humanitarianism, which is, you know, innovation and imagination. So that's my bit on the information for this full moon. And then that sounds all great and dandy, right? I'm sure some of you are also going through a difficult time, and know that that is very much congruent. Pisces is a very one can argue the most emotional sign, feels things very deeply. And this could also evoke grieving. So remember, this being the last sign of the zodiac, we could be shedding and letting go, and that could lead to some healthy grieving, and allow yourself to feel that. A big lesson here is to surrender, to let it all go, to let go and let God, to, you know, just all of the problems, give it up to the divine, to source, to God, to whatever you want to call it, the universe, and let it be taken care of. That will allow you to sleep better, and that will allow you to get those vivid dreams that might be available. Okay, that's just a bonus, but beyond that, it could literally solve your life. So surrendering, okay, this is also, surrendering takes us out of the 10% mind, 10% rational mind, and gives us access into the 90%, okay, collective mind. Again, connecting up to source, union. That's the real meaning of the word yoga, is union with that source energy. And this is why I love Pisces so much. This is why we need the mystic. We need mysticism in our life. And this just totally renews our spirit and gives us the wisdom that we need for this material, physical reality. So let's do a meditation, okay? I talked about how, this is a time to work with the subconscious mind, which Pisces governs. And meditation is, in my opinion, the best way to access and to clear old patterns that we actually run on in the subconscious mind. Because, as Yogi Bhajan said, the meditation is taking a mental bath. It's cleaning the subconscious mind. When we don't meditate, the subconscious mind gets filled and filled and filled and creates a pressure and a heaviness and a density that can block us energetically. It can hold us back. So meditation is clearing that out and cleansing, and also being able to see, again, those karmic cycles that we've been repeating, and extracting the lessons from that, and then making the choice and making the intention that I see why, I see the good in that, and now I see the lesson, and I can choose my life path, and I can surrender to that higher force to guide my way, and my higher self connecting to my intuition, okay? Hello, intuition. This year, if you are not connected to your intuition, you are misinformed, okay? Period. Point blank. I don't care where you're getting your news from. I don't care if it's the most mainstream news or the most conspiracy theory news, okay? If you are not connected to your own inner guide, inner wisdom, intuition, third eye chakra connected to your pituitary gland, you are misinformed, and you are not running on the truth. You are running on somebody else's agenda. Okay, so how important is intuition? Paramount. It is number one. Okay, it is literally should be a priority in life. Okay, that's what I'm here to protest and to be an activist for. Follow your intuition, please. And if you don't have access to it, start working on it, please. It's not only good for you, it's good for all of us, okay? Be the torch, light the way. This is, Yogi Bhajan said that the intuition is our single most important skill that is actually inherent already within us for a successful life, for manifesting your reality, for following your mission, okay, your dharma. So we're going to do a meditation today that actually connects the subconscious to the intuition. So wherever you're at, get nice and comfortable, maybe shaking out the legs if you've been sitting on the floor. patting down the legs, doing a little stretches, whatever you need to. And then coming back here. Cross-legged, or if you're on a chair, just having the soles of your feet down on the floor, legs uncrossed. And let us begin. I'm going to start invoking this practice with our Adi mantra. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo means I call upon my higher self. I call in that inner and outer wisdom just to start our practice. So if you can, rub the palms of your hands together, please. Feeling that warmth, that healing energy that emanates from the palms, and then bring it back to the center of the chest. Opening the heart so that the shoulders go back, the chin is slightly in, and the eyes are closed in and up to the brow point. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale through rounded lips. Again, drawing that breath up from the base of the spine to the third eye. Inhale. Exhale, rounded lips. And please join me if you know it, or just listen to the vibrations. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om last time. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Hold and press the palms together. Eyes are closed, rolled in and up to the brow point. Exhale through rounded lips. We're going to bring our hands into Gyan Mudra, index touching the thumb. The fingers are straight here and the elbows are relaxed at the side. We're making sure that everything is nice and aligned so that the chin is not like this or like this, keeping the spine straight here. So this is a 2-stroke breath to connect the subconscious and our intuition. So we're going to inhale through puckered lips for a count of 2. Then we're going to exhale through one count through the nose. So it's okay, so that's what we're going to do. Please, please join me. I beggeth of you. I beggeth of you. I know you're very comfortable at home, and there's probably people around you, and it might not be just do it anyways. Trust me. It's full moon in Pisces. It's really important. This is an initiation, okay? So this is a great opportunity to get this full moon night started, and after this, I'll give you some suggestions on continuing your full moon ritual, ceremony, intention, okay? So coming back into this posture here, closing down the eyes, roll them in and up to that pituitary center of intuition, and begin. Inhale for 2 counts through puckered lips, and exhale through the nose. Keep going. Keep going. If it helps you, visualize the full moon above your head in the sky. Otherwise, just allow. Whatever thoughts are coming up, allow them to be. Practicing the art of surrender here and now. Steady breath. One more minute. Let's speed it up. Inhale through rounded lips. Hold at the top and press the hands, the palms together, so much so that they shake a little bit. Hold the breath, 10 seconds. Focus at the brow point. Exhale, rounded lips. Stay here. Keep that connection to the pituitary, looking up and in. Inhale through rounded lips. Hold at the top and gently squeeze up the spine, seeing a bright, luminescent light, perhaps the golden full moon at the brow point. Exhale, rounded lips. And last time, inhale, rounded lips. Hold the breath and press the hands together as much as you can and visualize the golden full moon over your head and that light shining in down from your crown into the whole body. Exhale, rounded lips. And now let's integrate that life force that we've brought in, that's activated our cells, aligned us to the full moon. If you're just joining, welcome. Make sure to catch the replay. So we did a really nice meditation that can start off your full moon night. By the way, some suggestions to do, on your own is to journal and to write out, reflecting on the previous cycles in your life, and how certain patterns led to results over and over and over again, and what you learned from that. So the merit and all of the great things, and then what was in perhaps an ego trap or a blind spot that you would like to release and let go of in this full moon time of completion. Pisces being the last sign in the zodiac, perfect time to let go and again surrender it all above and below to the earth. So we will now go into the sound healing aspect, allowing the sound vibrations to integrate. You can stay seated or you can lie down for this portion. And again, I want to thank you for being here. Sat Nam. expression of ecstasy, of realizing the divine union with Source, with one's higher self. So I'd like to thank you all for being here. Happy full moon. Some of the things that I know I'll be doing is some journaling, writing down what I would like to release, also lighting a candle, perhaps lighting some sage, some Palo Santo, and also putting your crystals out to charge for the full moon. And you can even make moon water, put moon water out. You can even put your crystals in the moon water and get that water energetically charged. Thank you so much for being here. Your presence is greatly appreciated, and I miss you all very much. Sat Nam.